Hello, all. Welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx. Just Alyx. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't feel good right now. I don't feel good physically, mentally, emotionally. I feel like hell. We just recently had our US elections, and the results, let's just say, I'm having a hard time accepting them. Now, I'm not a election denier, but think of it as those stages of grief. I'm at that first stage right now, denial. Then there's anger, then there's bribery, and then there's acceptance. So I need to grieve over what has happened to the idea of America. I honestly didn't feel like coming up here. Doing this live stream right now is taking a lot for me to do. It's taking a lot for me to come up here on social media, read all the news, being bombarded with take after take after take. It's a lot. It's a lot for me. But I know ultimately I'm going to be okay. I am in a very, very privileged position to be able to say that. I know things are going to be okay for me. It's just when I think about everybody else, when I think about how it's going to affect many other people, it really does make my heart ache. And so for my mental health, for me to be able to accept what's happened and moving forward more than ever, I need this. I need to make more wrestling videos. I need to make more live streams. I need to create more content. I need to move forward. And I also feel like more than ever, having a safe space, a genuine safe space for wrestling fans like you is literally something people are going to need. Just a place where people can come and forget about everything that's happening around them. Because let's just call it like it is. And I'm being real with you. If you think what's happening is bad here in America, a lot of other countries are heading to authoritarianism, totalitarianism, fascism. Everything's moving right. It's not looking good. So, I can't control what the elections are going to produce because they're still counting, but it's been projected who will be president. All I can do is focus on me. What can I control? And so for today, I ask you kindly not talk about politics. Just unplug from it. I'm not going to talk about it. I've spoken enough about it on Twitter. There's a plug for Twitter. As long as I'm on there. I can't tell you I'll be on there probably anytime in the future with the way things are looking right now. But I'm still on there right now. I go fully in on politics. If that's something you want to hear me talk about, go there. I'm also kind of dipping into it on TikTok for as long as I have that as well, because that might be banned literally at the start of next year. So follow me on TikTok as well. Tickus of the Talkus. But when it comes to YouTube, no. Let's leave politics out of wrestling. Leave politics out of the live chat. And I have told my moderators, if I see or if they see politics being discussed, it's a timeout for the first time. Warning, the next time is a ban. I am kindly telling you to not discuss politics. Because where we are right now, I feel like that's just going to divide things, and I want this to be a safe space. So, I'm going to be okay. But you'll have to excuse me if I'm having a hard time accepting what's going on. But we'll be able to move forward, and things will be fine for me. I just need time. So, thank you all for being here. I was able to sit through both NXT and AEW tonight. Overall, I thought both of them were pretty solid. I enjoyed them overall. They weren't perfect. I can't say AEW is lighting the world on fire right now. Outside of the Hurt Syndicate, we're not going to call them the Hurt Business anymore. They're now the Hurt Syndicate. Syndicate. Let me work on it. I thought the rest of the show had no heat at all. And it's sad because we had the return of Powerhouse Hobbs, which is a big deal. It was good seeing him, and he looked good. Now, if we're adding new people or more people to the Hurt Syndicate, Powerhouse Hobbs is perfect for that group. But we'll talk more about that later. It was good seeing him back. Will Ospreay also came back after being gone for what felt like a month, I suppose. Well, since the pay-per-view. So, yeah, a month. Since the beginning of October. Good to see Adam Cole wrestling again. Adam Cole is still getting it, still killing it. People are speculating that Malachi Black had his final match on AEW television. Felt like a send-off, but I have some news for you. It might have felt like a send-off. It wasn't, though. Not as of right now, so we'll definitely get into that as time goes by. But I was just left with this feeling in AEW that it's just missing something. It's missing that punch. I've said before that the magic is gone. I don't even think it's just that. I feel like there's that side of me where AEW doesn't feel like it wants to be the best anymore. It's just kind of going through the motions. You get me? It's just here. It's just around. It's not trying to step on any toes or break any ground. It's here. And I miss the days when AEW was pushing the limit, was doing things that weren't being done. I watched AEW tonight, and a lot of things that happened were very by the books. You expected it to happen before it happened. And I just kind of let the show going. Okay. Was it a solid show? Yeah. Did I enjoy it? Yeah. It's not going to light the world on fire. If you watch it, you'll have some things that you like. But when it's over, it's like, all right, that was a show. Wasn't perfect, though. There were some things on the show that made me raise my eyebrow. I don't know what they're doing with Mercedes Moné and Camille. Not a fan of it. Seeing Mercedes belittle Camille. I understand that they're heading for a breakup. It's way too soon for that, quite honestly. the stuff with Mark Davis, one half of Will Ospreay's Kyle Fletcher. Well, yeah, I said it right. Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher, United Kingdom. A third, if I'm being honest. Aussie Open, United Kingdom. Mark Davis came back, and the show made this feel like it was a big deal with him attacking Kyle Fletcher or pushing him down. He didn't attack him, he pushed him down. I was just kind of left going, okay, was this supposed to make me feel a certain way? Because it didn't. But Will Ospreay came out, and that's what mattered. MJF is making Adam Cole fight, I'm assuming, Takeshita next week, right? He might not win that match. But they're saying that Adam Cole and Roderick Strong could both end up fighting MJF in a triple threat. And at first I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? And then I sat on it and went, oh, what if Roderick Strong and MJF turned on Adam Cole? Again, it's me trying to figure out how they're going to salvage whatever is left of the Devil storyline. They're trying their best. That might do something. We'll see. It was a solid show. The crowd, though, was not there. The crowd was dead. In comparison to the NXT crowd, which was live, of course, in the original ECW arena. The 2300. The 2300. The crowd was hot. And honestly, if I was just gauging the shows off of the crowd reactions, NXT stole the night. NXT ran away with the best show in terms of the audience. The energy for NXT 2300 inside the ECW arena was next level. But what helped it were all the surprises. You had a lot of ECW originals in there. Dawn Marie, who still looks hot. Oh my goodness. You had the Dudleys make an appearance, and I mean Bubba and Devon. Devon didn't get physical because he can't. I don't think he can take a bump anymore. Of course, you had Nunzio. And I think I saw Rob Van Dam in there too. Rob Van Dam was also there. It was a good show.
NXT Women's Division is the best in the business.
And that was going to be my next point. Because what really carried the NXT show tonight were both women's matches. I thought the main event was great. I thought the opener was awesome. I'm biased. I love me some Miss Parker, Jada Parker, and Lola Vice. I'll be here all day pumping these two women up. Like I said, when they get to the main roster, both of them are going to be stars. They are going to blow up. And I think Shawn knows that. And Triple H knows that. That's why they're featuring them in heavy feud stories, programs like this. Because they're going to carry. And they're relied upon to do just that. And both of these, I think, are fresh. They're not indie wrestlers. They're both from that college program. They've come in and they picked it up just like that. And I love it. So I think they're going to do just fine. I think Lola might be more main roster ready than Jada. I think Jada needs to work on her in-ring ability just a little bit. But outside of that, she got the personality down. She definitely got the look down. The assets are there. Assets. But I feel like Jada kinda makes a few rookie mistakes in there, and there are some times where she feels lost and then she has to get back on point. But that's expected. It's NXT. This is developmental. I'm not expecting these guys to know what they're doing. I'm glad they don't know what they're doing, because this is the place for it. But yeah, I thought both shows were solid. I'm not going to sit here and say one was better than the other. if you put a gun to my head and make me decide which one was better overall, by default, I'm going with nostalgia, which is ECW NXT, or NXT ECW, whatever you call it. The NXT show would take it if that's the case. Again, if you're going by the crowd reaction, yeah, I guess NXT would take that as well. But I just genuinely enjoyed both shows, and I would like to review both of them. So, let's go ahead and get into the plugs, do the shout-outs, do the partnership, say hello to the people, and then get to these reviews. So if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, you're added. Help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership, click that join button, and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks if you would like to donate after the fact. After hours, midnight with just Alyx. And you can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, give me a follow on Cameo, give me a follow on Threads. Follow me on Discord, and give me a follow on TikTok. For while I got it, because who knows what will happen in the future. But until then, I will remain the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi. And get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Are you a Just Alyx guy? Then join the club. Get you a Just Alyx guy. I'm a Just Alyx guy t-shirt. Hot off the press. Also get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. Get you a new school Alyx This World t-shirt. And many, many more t-shirt designs coming your way. So join the cause. Expand the brand today, right here at Alyx's World. Once again, the lovely people over at Mint Mobile Nation. They were a city before, and then a country, now they're a nation, is partnering with me on this lovely video to bring you some very sweet, awesome deals. If you are somebody looking, and I mean looking, for affordable phone plans, something that is going to have unlimited text, unlimited talk, unlimited data, maybe even family plans. But you understand that to have the best services, you have to pay the most money. And these big tech companies will drain you. An arm and a leg, hundreds of dollars to have it. What if I told you you can have that same service, all of that, for just $15 a month? I told y'all, Mint Mobile is here, and they are here to make sure that you get what you need. All of that, affordable prices. So if that's something you're into, let's get a quick word from our partners before we get to some shout outs.
This video is partnered by Mint Mobile. Like many of you, I've been trying to cut back on expenses lately, but let's be real. It's tough when you got things to do and you don't want to give them up. But sometimes you have to make those sacrifices to pay your phone bill and satisfy the big tech companies. That was until I discovered Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless services starting as low as $15 a month. With Mint Mobile, you can get high-speed data plus unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. The best part? You get to keep your phone and even the phone number. Now, if you do want to purchase your own phone, they do have phones available on the website, which you can get through the link. The internet service is reliably fast. It's so seamless, I put it up there with any other network on the market. Now, some of you might think switching to a new service is a hassle. Let me reassure you, this is only going to take you 15 minutes to set up. You could literally do it right now from your phone, no need to leave your house or contact anybody.
And if your device does not support eSIM, then Mint Mobile will personally ship you a physical SIM card.
So if you're like me and you want to save a little bit of money without sacrificing anything, use the link trymintmobile.com/justalyx and start your wireless plan today as low as $15 a month. Don't lose out on this opportunity. Start saving money by switching to Mint Mobile today.
Thank you all so much for making me a part of your day. As always, show your love to the Mod Squad. Ultra! Shine 97 5-star heart. Alyx, Ademi, New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl. Khalil does everything. Highway Diddlin, a danger. And of course, Big MGM, because they help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. Please be sure you like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So help boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. Apparently the live chat's broken for some reason. Wonder if I turn it off and turn it back on. Would that fix it? Let me see. Nope, it ain't fixing. That's weird. 1 second, let me see if I can push a little button to get it working again. So if I go here and I say that, we poppin' like there it is. It fixed it.
This is a test super chat message.
And it's fixed. Because I am a very smart person. Look at me using my brain. A brain, a part of the body, is something that makes you a sane person. And apparently, our president or our president-elect doesn't have that. No politics. No politics. No politics, Alyx. We're going to be someone that's going to unify the fan base. I apologize. I shouldn't have taken a shot at the president. I'm grieving. We're going to talk about wrestling. Here we go. Oh, shoutouts. Right. Forgot about y'all. Y'all matter to me, too. You matter to me. I am 2 Alpha. JJ, who let the dogs out? Ooh. Janelle. JB Snacking. Sean Swaby. Baby. Why'd I hit that note for? I hit the runs too. Baby. I don't know why I did that. King Tyler. Good to have you here. King. I see Trey. I see the Black Nostalgia Nerd. I see regulars. Joseph Winters. I also see D-Guy. Because he is D-Guy. I see Buck's Basement. Let me keep going here. I see Higurashi and Umineko. Connected Universe. Good to have you here. Simply Deep, 1985. Darcy Chatham, Road Punk. Road Punk says, hey Alyx, I want you to promise me that after this stream, I want you to take some deep breaths if you can do a couple of stretches before going to bed. Can you do that for me? Yeah, man. I'll try to do something. I just need to unplug. Shadowstar, who says both shows were enjoyable. Cold Fire, XX1. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we'll do one more. Samantha Poole, yeah. Samantha Poole, do you have a tagline at AEW Combos? Should I give you one? Samantha Poole, yeah. Nah, that don't work. I don't like that. We'll figure one out. We'll get you one, Samantha. Thank y'all so much for being here. We're gonna go ahead and keep things moving. You guys are awesome. You could be anywhere, and it's very late. It's about to be midnight, but you chose to be here to hear me talk about some wrestling. And I'm grateful for that, and so I don't want to disappoint you. So we're gonna go ahead and do it. I'm not gonna do play-by-play. I'm not in the mood to do play-by-play. I'm just gonna look at what happened. I'm gonna give you my thoughts, and then we're just gonna keep going. But as I said, Dynamite, AEW Dynamite was fun tonight. The crowd wasn't. They were in Manchester, New Hampshire. It looked like and sounded like 1,000 people were in there. What can you do? AEW's code, and they refuse to get smaller arenas, so it is what it is. The show was still enjoyable. I'm not going to sit here and be like, ugh, the crowd killed the show. No. I'm not going to do that. The Hurt Syndicate opened the show. Best way to open it. Love them. They look great. MVP, Bobby who? Bobby Lashley, and Shelton Benjamin essentially told them that they are here. They're here to kick ass and take names. Or take ass and kick names. Please tell me you know that reference. Please tell me you've seen Kick Ass. Please tell me y'all seen Kick Ass. You better have. Or you're lame. You're not lame. You'll make me feel better if you saw it, though. Kick Ass. Go watch it. 1 and 2. They're both good. Anyways, they're here to run amok on the roster to dominate. And MVP lets them know that if I gave you a card and you join, you're with us. But if you don't join, you're against us. Out comes Swerve Strickland with a chain. And then he challenged Bobby Lashley to a match at Full Gear. And Bobby said, "You're on." Well, MVP said you're on, but Bobby agreed. Why wouldn't you? Very straight to the point. I liked it. We go backstage and we see Ricochet looking good in his suit, 2-piece suit. Guess who rolls up to him? The Hurt Syndicate. Yeah, MVP, Bobby, and Shelton like them some Ricochet. Because they see talent in a brother. And when they see talented brothers, they know what they're doing. So I have a feeling we're going to see them around. We're going to see them around Ricochet a lot more. Now, do I think Ricochet is going to join the Hurt Syndicate? I wouldn't be against it. I would actually think that would be great for him. But no, I don't think he is. Let's see here. Claudio Castagnoli and PAC were in a tag match against Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin. The match was fine, but then it got thrown out because Marina Shafir came in and basically beat both of them up. Jon Moxley followed suit. There was a storyline that took place on Collision that I did not see, where Wheeler Yuta showed remorse or showed a hint of humanity and didn't attack Orange Cassidy because they used to be buddies. But then Claudio and Moxley made him pay for it. Not Wheeler, but, Orange Cassidy, for bringing some human back to Wheeler. So they beat him up and then walk away. They say Wheeler's a part of the family. Orange Cassidy going through this transformation. I think they did a great job 2 weeks ago at the end of the show. Last week was fine. Him coming out saying he's done with the BS, showing a bit more of a darker side. They didn't do much with it tonight. He just came out with the music and did the old Orange Cassidy stuff. I'm not seeing much of a shift in his character. I want more, add more to him. Now, we still got a lot of time. We'll see how it's looking for him and Jon Moxley when we get to Full Gear. But if you want me to believe that Orange Cassidy can be a world champion, you're gonna need to give me a little bit more. Just a little bit more. But yeah, after the match, freaking Rough Riders. What do they call the Rough Riders? Is it Death Riders? Yeah, they're called the Death Riders. The BCC is now called the Death Riders now. I think it's a better name. I said Rough Riders. That's how Rough Riders roll. Stop. Drop. Shut them down. Open up. Shot. Okay, sorry. Death Riders. Yeah, that's a fine name. I'm not hating it. They start beating up the baby faces, and then the conglomeration. Oh my god, I hate that name. I hate it. I hate the name. Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly, and who was it? Who was the third person? Was it Tomohiro Ishii? Tomohiro Ishii. They come out to make the save, run off the heels because. And yeah, they then get thrown into a match with no disqualification. What is it? Fight without honor? Fight without honor. The conglomeration end up defeating the Learning Tree because Tomohiro Ishii pins Chris Jericho. And I don't care, because I don't care about what they're doing with Chris Jericho. And neither should you. Adam Cole! A baby. Adam Cole took on Malachi Black. And I'm not going to lie to you. This match was awesome. Wasn't as good as their NXT TakeOver match. You know which NXT TakeOver match I'm talking about. That NXT TakeOver match, yep. Was amazing. And y'all know which one I'm talking about. Now, that was years ago. Almost half a year ago. Almost half a decade ago, actually. But they still work well together. This was a great match. And Adam Cole's looking good. So far, so good. He seems to be at tip-top. He seems to be on his A-game, tip-top shape. He ended up beating Malachi Black. There was a side of me that was kind of hoping Malachi would get the win and throw a wrench in Adam's plan. Because he could lose this match and then have to win 3 more matches before he got to... What? Was it Saturday or Sunday? Saturday, right? 23rd is Saturday. Yeah, the 23rd on Saturday. But they had Adam Cole beat Malachi Black. But I actually love how Malachi Black went out. Because, you know, him, Brody, and Buddy right now are essentially baby faces. And they're trying to help Adam get back on his feet and feel confident in himself. And so when Adam basically had the match won, Malachi sat Indian style and said, "Finish me. Finish him. Dun, dun, dun." And then Adam Cole hit the last call, Shining Wizard, and pinned him 1, 2, 3. He took it really hard. Really hard. Pause. Now, following this, Malachi Black is seen walking away. They gave him a standing ovation as he was leaving. And I'm not going to lie, it looked like his swan song. And originally I thought, is he leaving? Now, pump the brakes. I'm going to need to press pause, player. Holla, holla, holla. Press pause on that. Because Fightful Select does report that although they heard rumors of Malachi Black's contract ending at the end of 2024, early 2025, they have yet to confirm it. And here's why. Because back in 2022, when he tried to leave, because he wanted to go back to be with the game, Triple H and WWE, Tony Khan said, nah. And he ended up staying, and Tony Khan said he'll be staying for the next 5 years. So he might not be able to leave until 2027. I'm not saying that he couldn't have gotten some type of out in his clause. If he wanted to leave after a certain amount of time, he could. But it just feels like, nah, it's not going to happen. He's not going to let him go. If he's not going to let the Lucha Bros go, he ain't letting Malachi Black go. I know that for sure. So, we'll see. Maybe it was his swan song, but I have a feeling it wasn't. Adam Cole ends up talking about his match against MJF, and then says, hey, if me and Roddy win our 3 matches, then per Tony Khan, the match at Full Gear becomes a triple threat. And that makes me think that's exactly what it's going to be. Roderick Strong, Adam Cole, bye-bye, and MJF, and then Roderick Strong and MJF join forces to beat up Adam Cole. Watch it happen. Just watch me. Like Liv Morgan said, watch me. MJF, they play a vignette of him calling Don Callis to take out Adam Cole next week. And Don Callis got some money and his ring. And guess what? Guess what? He wants to fight Takeshita. Konosuke Takeshita, which should... Jesus Christ. That's one of those matches where I go, dude, stop blowing your load. That's a pay-per-view match. Quit blowing your load on these pay-per-view matches. On Dynamite and or Collision. Save them. Save them. But alright, Konosuke Takeshita and Adam Cole's happening next week, so... Can't do much about that. Something with Jay White. He's chatting with Renee Young and then Hangman Adam Page. The Rippler. Jack the Ripper. Who's the Rippler? The Rippler. Jack the Ripper. The Ripper, basically going around beating up people. He tried to break Jay White's ankle, and then he got the save from Juice Robinson. 2-on-1, they run off Hangman Page, and then they do the guns up inside the middle of the ring. I got 2 words for you. I hate when they say that because that's a clear ripoff. It's stupid. Speaking of stupid, we see Chris Statlander backstage, and she goes to walk off because why not? She's told she will fight Mercedes Moné at Full Gear. Why not? And then as she's walking off, a car almost hits her, and she manages to dodge the car. And who's driving the car? Mercedes Moné and Camille. Camille missed because she was driving, and Mercedes belittles her, berates her. You dumb idiot! You moron! Just, I can't say emasculating her. That doesn't make any sense. Just demeaning her. Being a bitch. But I guess that's her heat, right? Camille is forced to go outside to attack, of course, Chris. Chris, who dodged the car, ends up beating up Camille and then slams Mercedes on the car hood. And then she walks away because why not? Getting that heat. Officials come and pull them off. And there you go. That's the build up to it. I really don't like the fact that they took Stokely Hathaway away from Chris Statlander. I just think that's just a bad call all around. Christian Cage is doing a storyline where he's the father figure to Kip Sabian because Kip Sabian actually lost his real life father and now he's fatherless. And so Christian said, I'll be your papi. And now he's with the Wayne family. And then he would say, you're a better son than my own son. Wink, wink, Nick. Pick your shit up. And then here comes Hook. Hook's like, so why'd you attack my daddy? And Christian said, I attacked Taz because I want you to be my son, and you being Taz's son distracts you. And he says, I wish your father was dead. And then Hook said, well, now it's time for you to die. So he gets inside the ring. He starts attacking all 3 of them because he's Hook, and they run away. That's it. So Hook is in a feud with Christian that I don't give a fuck about, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Jamie Hayter! Yeah, Jamie Hayter's on a Dynamite for once. And Jamie Hayter just pinned, who was it? Penelope Ford. The match had no heat. The crowd didn't care. But Jamie Hayter won, and that's what matters. Because that means, hopefully, and praying, she'll fight Mariah May for the Women's Championship at Full Gear. Right? Right? But we'll find out next week because Mina Shirakawa, everyone loves Mina, is coming back. And that seems to be when they're going to do the celebration. And I love that when they aired the vignette, half of the screen went black and white. And I went, ooh, is Toni Storm coming back? That's a nice teaser. We're going to get back to Toni Storm and Mariah May. Thank God, because Mariah May has been directionless. Love the video package they had for Kazuchika Okada. They're reminding us that we're going to come up to, what was it called? The Continental Classic, right? We're going to begin the Continental Classic soon, which ends at World's End. So we're going to be moving along with that. And then the main event was the Don Callis family, Konosuke Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher taking on Ricochet and a mystery partner. At first, I thought it was Will Ospreay, because why not? That would be too easy, right? No, it was Powerhouse Hobbs, who was in the Don Callis family, and now he's not. Why? Because Don Callis forgot about him, so they just turned him face. And I went, okay, sure, I'm not against that, but would have liked a better explanation about it. Match was really good. Great main event. Great tag team action. Kyle Fletcher is growing on me as a heel. He wasn't as a babyface, but he is as a heel. The babyfaces end up winning, and Ricochet ends up pinning Takeshita after hitting the Spirit Gun, because he's an anime fan, which is essentially a hidden blade, a modified hidden blade. Steady, stealing Will Ospreay's shit. But yeah, after the match, the Don Callis family attack Ricochet, and Oh, Jesus Christ. The Don Callis family end up attacking Ricochet and Powerhouse Hobbs. Here comes Mark Davis, and the crowd's like, who that? Who that? And the crowd didn't react to him at all. He gets inside the ring. It's supposed to be this big moment where Mark Davis pushes down Kyle Fletcher, and they're like, oh my God, isn't he your partner? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Right? No reaction. I said, ooh, that's not good. But who got a reaction? Will Ospreay, because he ends up coming out to make the save and running off the Don Callis family. So they're setting up, or have set up, Ricochet, Konosuke Takeshita, Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher. They're probably going to have Mark Davis join the Don Callis family, because why not? And yeah, Full Gear seems to be shaping up. I am thinking the show's going to be pretty goddamn good. So you got Swerve and Bobby on there. You got Orange Cassidy and Jon Moxley. You got Konosuke Takeshita and Ricochet. You're going to get Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher. You're going to get Mercedes Moné and Chris Statlander. You're hopefully going to get Mariah May and Jamie Hayter, if not some iteration of that. Yeah, I think it's a great show. It's looking out to be a great show. So there you go. That's my thoughts on Dynamite. Solid show. But if you're going by the crowd, the better show was definitely NXT. So getting right into it, the crowd was hot. But why wouldn't they be? You're in the ECW arena in Philadelphia. That's one of the hottest places to be in terms of a wrestling fan. They showed out too. Fun night. Honestly, can y'all stay there? Like, and I mean this sincerely, I don't think the Performance Center is a good place for NXT. I never thought that. I thought Full Sail was immaculate, perfect for NXT. I think the 2300 arena kind of gives NXT that black and gold feeling. I mean, it's the ECW arena. If you can land that and go there regularly while having your pay-per-views or PLEs at the Hammerstein Ballroom, oh, come on. Oh, that would be perfect. They're not going to do that. But that's what they should do. But we'll see. We'll definitely see where things go there. I thought this show, just like AEW Dynamite, was good. It was pretty solid. The issues I have are just typical issues I have with NXT to begin with. The talent are green. You have green talent. What are you going to do? Can't get mad at them when they're green on NXT. They're supposed to be green. This is developmental. This is where you should be green. And this is where you grow to stop being green. So, yeah, I thought that they opened up the best possible way. They came in, and the first person you see is Dawn Marie, who is Jesus. Jesus, not Jesus, but Jesus. That woman is still fine, especially in that referee's shirt. Here comes Jada Parker. Hi, Miss Parker. And Lola Vice. This match was awesome. I'm saying that because I am a big fan of both of them. I admit that I might be just a tad bit biased. Just a tad bit biased, but what you gonna do to me? How can you blame me? These two women are hot. They have great assets in terms of inside the ring and other places. Giggity. But yeah, I just feel like these two are so far ahead of a lot of women in that women's division. And NXT's women's division, look here. I don't know where Sean are finding these women. And I'm not just talking about the ones with certain assets. I'm talking about, like, legitimately top tier performers. But I can't lie. I think some of them are better than the women on the main roster. No, I'm just going to say it. I think NXT has a better women's roster than Raw and or SmackDown. They do. I think Sean is killing it when it comes to the women. And because he's able to do not even one, but sometimes 2 and 3 matches a show, it really does show that he knows how to utilize them more than sadly Triple H does with Raw and SmackDown. So that opening match was bonkers. Jada Parker hit Lola with a brick to the face. Insane. It had chairs, it had tables. There was a teardrop, booty bomb through a ladder that looked insane. Freaking cracked the ribs of Lola Vice. But yeah, I thought, this is just my personal opinion, that this match was awesome. Jada Parker winning, I'm cool with. People don't like her finisher, the drive-by. I like it, but she needs a secondary finisher, like a submission or just a regular suplex, powerbomb, pile driver. Whatever works. You can do pile drivers now, so why not? But this match was very fun. I think next, Shawn Spears and the D'Angelo family walk in with Little Guido Nunzio from the FBI. You love to see it. Right after that, gotta be honest with you, we saw Javon Evans versus Wes Lee. So, I've only been able to watch Javon Evans a couple of times, just a handful of times. And I'll say this. Athletically, he's incredible. Athletically, he's able to do things that certain people on the main roster can't do and make it look really good. He's missing his spots. There's a lot of spots, even with Wes Lee, who can literally work his style and his pace. Homeboy's missing his slots. There are some times where I feel like he jumps too high or he bounces too much, and Wes Lee is having a hard time reacting to it. Even for Wes Lee, he's like, oh my goodness, my dude. It's like you're a freaking ball, like a bouncy ball. But it looks so good when he does it. Look, he'll figure out the mechanics of it. He'll be able to work out them kinks before too long. And when he does, yeah, I think Javon Evans is going to be awesome on the main roster. He's going to be a sight to see for sure. I think we'll go ahead and get to the ending, but I think I missed a segment here. I did. I missed RVD doing stretches with freaking Kalani Jordan. And they were doing them splits stretches that looked really good. And then Wes Lee attacked RVD. Yeah, I sure did forget about that. And that's important because RVD does come out in this match to distract Wes Lee and help Bouncy Javon Evans get the victory with that frog splash that he didn't almost hit. He almost missed it. Someone said, your boy is botchy. Hey, easy. He's on NXT. He's allowed to be just a little bit botchy. That's why I'm not making a big deal about it. This is the place for that. This is good. But the spot at the end, you can tell he missed it. But he tried to cover for it where it's just like, but boom. So he hit his feet, but boom. It was really fun. He couldn't hit that spinning spiral tap splash, which is his finisher. But he still won the match, so that's good. Apparently, he doesn't win a lot of his matches. About time he won one. He had help doing it, but it was still pretty good. Ava Raine is talking to Robert Stone and Steve Turner when Eddie Thorpe rolls up and make a pitch. I don't know who's Eddie Thorpe, so I'm just going to move along. Apparently, Robert Stone and Stevie Turner are inside the ring. They start talking mess to the people. And Philadelphia ain't having it. They bring up New York, which was, why would you do that? Why would you do that? You trying to die? Lights go out, lights come back on. It's Rhino! Yes, Rhino shows up, and Rhino gores. And I mean, deliberately cuts freaking Mr. Stone in half. And it was hilarious. Hilarious. I liked it. It was great. We go backstage to see the babyface women's team. And they meet Jakora Jackson and Last Legend. Metaphor. This women's division is stacked. Lord have mercy. All Ego, Ethan Page, and Ridge Holland take on Bubba Ray Dudley and Whoop That Trick. Whoop That Trick. Trick Williams. Fun match. Crowd was really into Bubba. Of course they are. It's Philadelphia. When he's inside the ring, the crowd was very hot for it. That ending was weird. Trick Williams just got rolled up and pinned by Ridge Holland. I'm like, what? That's how you want to end it? Okay. Sure. Kind of weird, but fine. I guess they're setting him up to fight him at the next pay-per-view, which I don't give a damn about. What is it called? Deadline? Whatever. But yeah, he ended up pinning Trick Williams, and then afterwards, they tried to get one over them, and then Bubba and Trick got the better of him. Hit the what's that? And then Devon goes, get the tables! No tables. Where are the tables at? And then the Dudley Boys theme hits. They have some awesome theme songs. They've had some awesome theme songs for the Dudleys. But Devon comes out, and you're like, oh, nostalgia. Now, Devon can't take bumps anymore, but still, it was nice seeing him. He has a table. Oh, look at that. What a coinky dink. Get inside the ring. I'm thinking 3D. They don't hit a 3D. They hit a double choke slam, which was, alright. You could have done a 3D, but they didn't want to. Alright. But yeah, the Dudley Boys are back. Or just back for one night. That was nice. Nostalgia. Woot woot. Little Guido got his ass kicked by Tony D'Angelo in like 5 minutes. Alright. The heel team talks for Roxanne Perez, who is a godsend. And you all know it. Shawn Spears and Bronson, who's this? Shawn Spears and Brooks Jensen are backstage, and Spears asks Jensen if he's hungry. He is, and Shawn says he's feeling Italian next week. Okay. William Regal's backstage talking to Alexis King. He talks to his son next. And yeah, that's about it. Ava Rain runs into Faxium outside, and she tells them she'll tell her about their next challenger soon. And Nathan Frazier starts to make an excuse, because Nathan Frazier is turning heel. I get it. Main event. This main event was... This was a shiznit, man. I love this main event. Cora Jade, Fatal Attraction, and our girl, Roxanne Perez, your NXT Women's Champion, taking on, check this out, Julia, Kalani Jordan, Stephanie Baker, Zarya Delta, and Jordan Grace from TNA. Jordan, when you come to WWE, you're gonna blow up. You can tell Jordan loves being on NXT, loves being in WWE. Her entire performance just changes. She's ready to come in, man. I heard that she dropped the TNA Women's title, or Knockouts Championship. Cool. If she's coming in, she's going to be just fine. I'm excited about her. And this division, with Jordan Grace, woo! Ooh! Amazing! And this match was great. I thought all 2 women had a chance to shine. But, of course, Julia, Jordan Grace, you can't go wrong with Stephanie Baker. What's surprising is that freaking Zarya, ends up getting the pinfall on Roxanne Perez. Not Julia or Stephanie. Zarya. And so I'm thinking, oh, so they're going to do Zarya versus Roxanne Perez? Already? Zarya just got there. So it's like what I said with Julia. You have to have Zarya win, right? You have to have her beat Roxanne. Unless the plan is to get Roxanne to WrestleMania weekend, and that's when she drops the belt. To Julia, hopefully. But, yeah, Zarya pinned her, and I just sat there and went, okay, are you gonna have Zarya beat Roxanne? I hope not. She beat her with the F5, by the way, which was interesting. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff in this match. German suplexes. They did freaking moonsaults and dives to the outside. It was a fun match. And ultimately, yeah, I came out really enjoying both shows. If you put a gun to my head and make me choose one over the other, I'm going with NXT because I thought NXT had the better crowd, had the better energy, and it does feel like it was much more organized. And even though I don't watch NXT a lot, I felt like I was able to follow the storylines. I might not like all the storylines, but I was able to follow it, and that's a good thing. With AEW, again, I don't watch a lot of Rampage and Collision. It's hard for me to know what's going on, even though I may watch it from time to time, it being Collision and Rampage. So I'll give the edge to NXT on that, but both of them were good. Both of them were irritating, and it is because I'm trying to get over what's happened with my country right now, so it did help. But that's just my thoughts. Man, y'all had the floor. How'd y'all feel about NXT? How'd y'all feel about AEW? Y'all let me know. Says here, 412 Flame. That, oh, I lost it. I lost it for a minute there. You guys can hear me, right? Okay, looks like I'm good. Let's see here. What was I saying? 412 Flame. That 10 women tag match was absolutely good. NXT's women's division is the best it has been. Can't wait for qualified matches for men and women. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I think we all know that they're going to do a lot of great things. A lot of these women are going to do great. Let's see here. Let me scroll up a little bit. Someone said, no talking about Tangerine Terror. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no talking about that guy. Malachi Black's contract is expiring soon. Yeah, once again, I don't know. I think he's going to be here for a while. Tony said he signed him for 5 more years, but he could be leaving. Maybe he got a clause, some type of a clause in his deal where he can leave early. Tony Khan is lucky Tony Storm is with them. He's lucky that a lot of talent are still with them, if I'm being honest, if we're being honest. I hope it's Jamie versus Mariah. Me too. Mint coffee creamer be one of the best creamers to use on coffee. That's a weird statement to make, but alright. Let me see here. An anticlimactic ending for the tag match where Ridge pinned Trick Williams. That tag match sucked, but the post-match ending was great. Yeah, I mean, he said it was okay. Yeah, I was very blown off by that ending. I was like, that's how you're gonna end the tag match? Lame. But that is what it is. Xavier Jackson. YouTube member Xavier Jackson. He says, to be fair, HBK has always had a flair with women. Well, he definitely has an eye for them, that's for sure. Joseph Winters gives AEW a 9 out of 10. Oh, he really liked the show. And then he gave NXT a 10 out of 10. So he thought these shows were amazing and awesome. Cora Jade didn't just come back to be Roxanne's partner. She came back to be champion. You think Cora Jade's going to beat Roxanne for the title? I mean, it would bring their feud full circle if they did that. Crowa Got Sniper says Ricochet's theme should have some rap lyrics. I agree. Karma will get Claudio's ass soon. Alright, we'll see. Alright, y'all, I'm honestly gonna cut it right there. Look, I'm drained. I'm tired, y'all. I need a beat. So here's what we'll do. I need tomorrow off to decongest and decompress and do whatever I gotta do to move forward. I don't know if I'll be here on Friday. Probably if I have to take Friday off, I'll be up here Saturday to do a SmackDown review. I just need that day off to just relax. And I hope you guys understand. Yeah, just give me a beat. Give me tomorrow and give me other things to relax on. And I hope you guys understand that. I'll be okay. I just need to take it one day at a time. But anyways, let me get out of here. Thank you for watching. Do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. Love you all. I'll see you guys next time right here in Alyx's world. The place I did was and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. One day at a time. We'll take it one day at a time. Peace.
When you're when you're